our entire yeshiva to the Tekes of Yom Hazikaron, the day that we remember the 23,544 young men, elderly, women, and children who gave their lives for us. In memory of our fallen brothers and sisters, I ask that all phones please be shut off. Please rise at the sound of the siren for a moment of silence to think about the lives that were taken in our struggle to maintain our homeland.
זכור עם ישראל, את בניו ובנותיו, הנאמנים והאמיצים, חיילי צבא ההגנה לישראל, וכל לוחמי המחתרות, החטיבות הלוחמים במערכות העם, וכל אנשי קהילת המודיעין והביטחון, ואנשי המשטרה שחירפו נפשם במלחמה על תקומת ישראל, וכל אלה שנרצחו בארץ ומחוצה בידי מרצחים מארגוני הטרור. יזכור ישראל ויתברך בזרעו, ויעבל על זיו העולמי, לחמדת הגבורה וקדושת הרצון ומסירות הנפש, אשר נספו במערכה הכבדה, יהיו חללי מערכות ישראל עטורי הניצחון, חתומים בלב ישראל לדור ודור.
For the reading of Kel Malei Rachamim, the prayer of the remembrance of souls, I would like to call upon our Menahel, Rabbi Stir.
אל מלא רחמים, שוכן במרומים, המצא מנוחה נכונה על כנפי השכינה, במעלות קדושים, טהורים וגיבורים, כזוהר כי ים מאירים ומזהירים, לנשמות החיילים והחיילות של צבא ההגנה לישראל, שנפלו במלחמות ישראל, בפעולות הגנה, תגמול וביטחון, ובעת מילוי תפקידם, ובעת שירותם, ולנשמות כל לוחמי המחתרות וחטיבות הלוחמים במערכות העם ולקהילות המודיעין, הביטחון והמשטרה, שחירפו נפשם למות על קדושת השם, העם והארץ, ובעזרת אלוהי מערכות ישראל הביאו לתקומת האומה והמדינה ולגאולת הארץ ועיר האלוהים, ולכל אלה שנרצחו בארץ ומחוצה לה בידי המרצחים מארגוני הטרור, בעבור שאנו מתפללים בעד הזכרת נשמותיהם בגן עדן תהא מנוחתם. לכן בעל הרחמים יסתירם בסתר כנפיו לעולמים, ויצרור בצרור החיים את נשמותיהם, אדוני ונחלתם בגן עדן מנוחתם, וינוחו בשלום על משקפם, ויעמדו לגורלם לקץ הימין, ונאמר אמן.
To light a candle of remembrance for the fallen soldiers from all the wars, I would like to invite our Rosh Yeshiva, Rabbi Grauer. To light a candle of remembrance for all of our brothers and sisters killed in terrorist attacks, I would like to call upon Ms. Lazar.
Underneath every green uniform, the is a regular white t-shirt. Underneath every white t-shirt is a regular human being. Within every human being is a beating heart. Today, we want to tell you stories of people who fell as soldiers and lived as warriors. Different stories of different worlds. Worlds that when shattered left a legacy. A legacy that demanded of all those who knew them, and even from those who didn't, to continue to build, to live by one's dreams, to search for truth, and to live lives that realize the opportunity in each experience and in each person. As we tell these stories, we want to make a point that a soldier is not a uniform, but rather a lifestyle of giving before taking, a lifestyle of dreaming when others don't dare to dream, a lifestyle of sacrifice with a smile as a result of a deeper understanding of what sacrifice really means. Through these stories, we want to help us all realize you will always be the result of how courageous your dreams are. The result of our courageous dreams are affected by what you do when the world or society says no. We are not mourning for what happened, rather demanding of ourselves to realize that what will happen is going to be related to our ability to learn from the next hour. May we all succeed in this challenge and remember the people that were under the uniforms.
Two soldiers were waiting to be switched at their post. As the afternoon wore on and the sun sank lower on the horizon, they began to worry as a myriad of thoughts and possibilities assaulted them. What if the Jordanians had somehow circled around behind them and cut them off? What if the positions behind them had been overrun? Finally, as darkness approached, one of them decided to venture out into the street and see if they could get a better picture of what was going on. And that was when they discovered Nissim Gini, the youngest Israeli soldier ever to fall on active duty, who had been shot by sniper fire. Nissim, a runner whose mischievous grin and flashing eyes had shored up the men on the most desperate occasions, was only 10 years old.
The most puzzling part of his death was that he had been hit in the stomach and quite obviously bled to death. A stomach wound is an extremely painful injury, and very often loss of consciousness in such circumstances is relatively slow. All of which left the men wondering why Nissim had not at the very least called out to them and asked for help. They were, after all, close enough that they would most certainly have heard his cries and been able to come to his assistance. The theory was that Nissim understood what calling out to his comrades would have meant, realizing that if he cried out, the men would come to his aid. Nissim Gini, a 10-year-old boy, chose to bleed to death all alone in an alleyway, rather than to risk the lives of his comrades. Yehi Zarcher Shel Tzair Marachot Yisrael Shnafal Baruch. May the memory of the youngest soldier, Nissim Gini, stay in our memory and be blessed.
Lieutenant Hadar Golden, 23, from Kfar Saba, was killed in an encounter with terrorists who exited a tunnel in the southern Gaza Strip. In the hours following the encounter, there was concern that he had been kidnapped by Hamas terrorists. On Saturday night, on the eve of the 7th of Av, a special court headed by the chief military rabbi, Rafi Peretz, decided to announce the death of Lieutenant Hadar Golden. The decision was made on the basis of finding bought from the combat zone and taking into consideration of medical, halachic, and other relevant calculations. Golden was a member of a religious Zionist family, a graduate of the Bar Ilan Elementary School in Kfar Saba, and of the Amit Yeshiva in Kfar Batya and Ranana. About a year before he fell, Hadar said that he sees IDF service as a supreme value. Everyone needs to know how to give themselves up and give, not necessarily in combat service, but more in the attitude of carrying a stretcher together, devotion, love of the people, and a lot of sacrifice. Before entering Gaza, Hadar was engaged with his girlfriend, Edna Sarusi. Golden left behind 3 siblings, Ayala Menachem and a twin brother, Tzur. His parents, Hedva and Simcha. Lieutenant Hadar Golden was laid to rest in the military cemetery in Kfar Saba.
Ezra Schwartz was born in Sharon, Massachusetts. He loved life, family, friends, camps, sports, the Patriots, and the land of Israel. Just 2 years ago, he was learning in Israel and Yeshiva Ashrenu. His dedication to attend Yeshiva Ashrenu was influenced by his will to volunteer and affect others' lives. On the last day of his life, he was tired, but when hearing there was an opportunity to give food to soldiers in the Gush Etzion, he jumped at it. This was the last action in his short life. Ezra was murdered in Gush Etzion, November 19th, 18 years of age.
On a regular Shabbat, Parshat Shemot, Noam Abdur volunteered to be in charge of serving the Shabbat night meal to 100 yeshiva students. As Noam prepared to bring out the soup to the students, 2 terrorists broke into the kitchen. Although Noam had a gun on him, he decided in the last second of his life to lock the kitchen door and managed to throw away the key in order to save the lives of all of the other students. In doing so, Noam gave his life for others. His mother said that Noam was a person filled with love. Love is a tool through which one person can reach another. Through his love to others, he saved so many families. Noam's father said about his son's last action, it wasn't a random spontaneous action. It was accumulation of a lifetime of giving to others. Noam died on December 27, 2002 at Hebron Hills Yeshivat Otniel.
I would like to invite Rav Yair Levi to read a parak of Tehillim.
הנה אויביך יהיה מים ומשנאיך נשאו ראש, על עמך יערימו סוד ויתייעצו עצבונך. אמרו לכו הנה כחידם לגוי ולא יזכר שם ישראל עוד, כי נועצו לב יחדיו עליך ברית יכות. אוהלי אדום וישמעאלים מואב והגרים גברו והעמון ועמלק באשת מנשצו. גם אשור נלווה עמם, היו זרוע לבני לוט צל. עשה להם כמדיין כסיסרא כי יבים בנחל קישון, נשמדו באין דור היו דום אל האדמה. שיתיהם הנדיבים לו כעורב וכזאב וכזב החוצר מנעל כל נסיכם. אשר אמרו נרשו לנו את נורת אלוהים. אלוהי שיתנו כגעגע כקש לפני רוח, כאש תבער יער וכאלהבת אל האתרים. כן תדפה משעריך ובשפתך תבעלם, מלא פניהם קלון ויבקשו שמך אדוני. יבושו ויבעלו עדי עד ויחפרו ויעבדו, וידעו כי אתה שמך אדוני, לבדך עליון על כל הארץ.
Levine was born February 17, 1984. He was an Israeli soldier born in Philadelphia. Levine once said, "You can't fulfill your dreams unless you dare to risk it all." Levine was always smiling. "You never saw Michael without a smile," said Rachel Tova Rott, a member of Michael's Circle of Jerusalem Friends. On August 1st, First Sergeant Michael Levine, at age 22, died a hero's death. His unit battalion, 890, had been clearing a building in a southern Lebanese town when Hezbollah scored a direct hit with an anti-tank missile. The human toll was horrific, 11 wounded and 3 dead. After a heavy sniper fire, Levine's body was discovered by one of his fellow soldiers. He was instantly killed in action on August 1st, 2006 in Lebanon. On Tisha B'Av, Levine was laid to rest in Mount Herzl Cemetery. His mother, father, sister Elisa, and his twin sister Dara flew in from Pennsylvania. They were joined by hundreds of people from all over Israel who came to pay tribute to the young giver.
We have the biggest privilege in the room right now to have one of the best soldiers. That 50 years ago in that famous picture of 3 paratroopers standing there to see how the future is right in your presence. So just to stand up and Dr. Ifat to address us.
Shalom לכולם. Only a few words about the war because this evening I did all my speech. So, the atmosphere before the war was very intense you could have cut it with the knife. There was a feeling like a new Holocaust approaching. So in that time, all the men, but not us, was recruited up, and we started to speculate if the military need us. We, the paratroopers, the parachute paratroopers, maybe the Army don't need us. So we are taking the telephone of the officer coordinator of the battalion and asking him what happened? Why you don't call us? And he called us patiently, look, as you are at home, the war won't begin. This is the first. As you know, and I think so, we should parachute jump behind the Egyptian front line and to capture, to conquer El Arish. And it was us very proud, the first parachute jump behind the front line, but at that time, Hussein, king of Jordan, started to bomb the Jerusalem, and there were some casualties. So our commander of the battalion, YOC, Zichrono Livracha, gathered us and tell us, look, the parachuting in El Arish is cancelled, and maybe some of us with tears took off the parachute and we made a stock, and then we gone to the buses and headed to Jerusalem. And maybe the evening I'll tell you all about Oksana. I tell you this story. Thank you very much.
Everyone could just rise for Ani Mami.